Costa Pharmacy na fe nyama koyie ere amount 0244 275-429. Wishia Sinifa Services ya doma se Sanse School for ne kwa na wo for no upper flagship no ahye bag ni mu Sanse nso nkonsuo no a distract wo mu wo school mu no no eno a ntafre no bomodin display we nka bia nim bomodin epam emo no edifro no mo nso amu edwaso no nkwa ne tete mo de ohia brody onya bi di su ope no wura mu a okowu da kama we no wonkowu nkopro nkoda ba bi na ntudan ni mu obechenchene eye Israel no and way Adama product akofa eri aba hotel and restaurant and so no momodin so menya fova ni vie no de akonya wo hoso de be fra ensuo 150 ml no na chese 15 liters no bomodin eri spray abonten and dem ho na bobia kase ni nim no etimi akonkom no Victor Jan no etimi German cockroaches de bomodin so kopebie na afi nyama nyina akoyie eri amawo 0544 338247 post edro na wuhia no a no aka se imboost no eguso na number 1 immune booster nkofo di bronyan na bisi fie enu nti wanti so bi yare ya na chese imboost no na ye na edro ye ni nsuo ye ni bibia me se ya bubu nua no agu tidudo no ane nyanom ema ye yade fri no ena bi ni ho ye de post edro imboost no na ahye na nan tede bia so system no be strong yade bia envencha na ba be hawo a wohia post ni adro imboost na fe nyama nyina akoye ye ko hospital square junction Donkeys Popel 0246 2084 96 Electroland showroom ubowrawa ya kaese nyama no yetete so no yenya ye de occupy TV fridge AC sanso na ne nyina mo no epimpem plan ebia ohia bia na kai ubo ha ne brand na do hia Samsung nyama no ope obi ye media TCL Nasco so ohia nko ade a ye kokase road Guinness Junction ho na abeto achien sanso na Love FM hono a ubo mobodem etufam top high hono a kwabata na ba konso ho Santas for Allied Oil monso mungra ho enemo 0543 554949 Electroland na chese enyemapa na wokope ede afru ho ne kwakra mu no faith homeopathic clinic yeko na fe yade no de ye chronic yabo modern akọ na mama Elizabeth etimi ahweyen obi de stroke fibroid diabetes pressure ulcer asthma arthritis ete enesu enesu a nro nketenkete white ye de gueta cherema so ye ta free show ho 5 days na pro yare no ede ago me wa cho ahenema kokobin 18 junction mo bogosu ye station ho atakrade Anaji police station Kofodia polyclinic junction obo modern na fe wutum to fa ho a wutum se Monday to Saturday 7 to 5:30 na chese mama Elizabeth train so beba na fe watimi ahwaw amanyama akoyie enu nti bomodem se dina ebe wo tirim no faith homeopathic clinic faith homeopathic clinic na chese obo modern akọ amanyama atumi akoyie 0246 728 675 0246 728 675 0556 272 671 na chese nyama didana kwam kama enu nti yamomoten na fe memwehye mame Diane. Yes, happy birthday to Mame Diane Kwadazu Estate ho na obapa ewa ene awoda ti Mame Diana. Happy birthday enko emfama na Mr. Pamford. Yes, wanya 86 years ene pepe into opanyini namra ho ufie no watie wo say happy birthday enko emfama Mr. Pamford and also the tie ho no yemrai na fe menka wo say Promosidor Ghana Limited no say shine your eyes go so na bi wani no bi to wono mo emu obi ensisu sika ya to agum e de chewade no ne nyina no ene say de ohia ne say obe submit 25 promo rappers bomode submit pe vintage points na de sis wono mo no achede ne de wujira wa pena pek kan ye de ma ebi TV washing machine deep freezers na chese nyama pa ene de ema wo enu nti de woto e de free onga mu bia no achede ne de egumu a ya to sika no apete bomodem so odo ho bajim na enyema e de akoye e de ama wo brandam kofodi bronya nyina no gina bi na chese oguso som Ghana for som adofo aduane pa enu nti bomodem na fe owekese no mo ani nko mo ho bomodem duro wiape no place order no o me okese no ye nipa bese aduonu aduasa bomodem bro moduane ni no munya hodem amfanya adwuma no na enyema enkoye we yadum kromfinfini eno mo ewo aduane de yes so bi bɔ aduane a yɛnka so ɔte aduane yɛte aduane no ɛhyɛ no mawuram ɔbɔ aduane papa ɛdi no ɛyɛ gyina bi mo a mopɛ plain rice no wode ɛkɔ hɔ fried rice no ɔyɛ de ma wo atumi sɛ yes ne kɔn so a ɛno no jollof rice no ɛno asɛ ɛntae no ɛnyɛ ayi hɔ ne hɔ no tumi sɛ yes wonya bi a na kyɛ sɛ nyama deda kwan beef sauce no deɛ wonkɔ hɔ a woyɛ ahwera deɛ salad na wopɛ spaghetti saa so no noodles no ne nyinaa no kae sɛ din no a wohia no ɛyɛ gyina bi catering services ɛyɛ ne ba ɛnyɛ sum bebree ne nyinaa ne sɛ bi a na deɛ ɔbɛno aduane na ma wo na wodwene ho a fa kɔhyɛ ne nsa wɔbɛyɛ wɔabrɛ nneɛma biara no ɛnkɔke ha adwene biara ɛwɔ hɔ saa nso ɛna wɛde no aba deɛ wohia no a ɛno no yɛkɔ adum adjacent access bank hɔ nom a wɔne techno mobile no ɛna ɛhwɛ ne mo nso a mowɔ kaneshi police station yes ampadu ɛno nso ɔwɔ hɔ ɛnom a wɔmɔdem na frɛ no 0247 009999 na kyɛ sɛ wɔnya dabi catering services yes
anɔpɛ ma titi sɛ yɛsɛ yɛbisi training facilities na yɛntina kurom ha ma professional sɛ mma ɛbɔ monday stars wɔ fikyirifikyiri easily gone bale wɔhye wɔ babale hye wɔ sɛdeɛ most of these foreign base players ɔmo ba holidays a ɔmo bɔ bɔɔls apart wohwɛ babale hye park na wohwɛ kumasi stadium anasɛ ada abɛdi a ɛsɛ ɔmo kɔ training a deɛ wɛne yɛ papa we are playing AFCON in Africa ɛna wogye pini ɛsɛ ɔbɛbɔ wombɔ ma yɛ register wiɛ na asa na wode wo na bɛpimpim fam sɛ facilities dedication and discipline. Now, official dom, Omoma players in your concentration. I would prefer say the players and their technical team and a few management members should be with the team in the team hotel so that the team will have the concentration because the person maybe now we are saying and I'm out for the go hotel and now where is it? No, the beer on point. What need to be your team hotel? Menko Minister Crown match in all
right, so it's 10:29 here on 100.7, also live on Oyerepa TV. Okay. Yankoi. Say about what saying.
Let him pass on your
Good. Go bed. Be fine.
Oh, Mr. Otuo-Acheampong.
Zach.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, fine. And you know, Ghana football is finished. 50,000 paid to my coach and players. My captain has confirmed it. Economic lecturer of UDS and president of Kasaglu Aros alleges. Tama, after I clear. We say a woman and say go for alleges say betting away a game no more. With the club president and Kasanka. With the one pro players. Now information of permanent says go for no code fee. Alleged game or match influencers no. Echo if you know the cotton as I say 50,000 year j na me show 5-1 and also on the one Chelsea also one and the captain friend say papa 0.7 Otuo coach Rajis Kano I'm watch my players no cry enti I didn't share 5-1 and per match they just 5-1 Tama Ghana Football Association till this morning has not said anything. They cannot keep mute over this. As we can see the Ghana football, the Ghana Football Association cannot keep mute over this. They can't just keep mute over this. Carrera for there, almost say match in the normal bobby until almost kasa because I saw him for even though Papa no bomu din fem bound there almost match in the normal bobby, but some them for but Ghana Football Association there, I almost organizing competition, you know, and this competition is sponsored by a big telco. Until almost no one can watch them and sana. Ababa yasem tama asem kese ba kon apie no yakoba ye no de omo de share ye no left with 4 months in his contract, signs 2 years with Kotoko. Kwabena Owusu ditches baby and Ghost Stars for Asante Kotoko, but Ghost Stars say there's no deal. Tama asem no so aye bisi basa o abrante na ature no mutu akasa se on dey say on we do Kotoko massacre wi eno match na obo wi no no ma dinkra. But one of the best players. The 4 months, the will be answer. I see a problem who be na contract in this one. And also, I ask ma, and so if you have since we more, I say, Solomon Sati who seem beam. Now, echo head there, and also one. Allow coaches to pick their own players. GFA president, Ketiya Sokreku, in a crypted message to Ghanaians. Tama na no na Hugo Bruce koka asembi. Every president akofa. E na odi akoto ne Facebook wall. and I say Hugo Bruce were top guy pa. Hugo Bruce said man the man no. 100.7 South Africa for nka ho. Efe na dey adwuma ne man no. Enso so the bia na nkofo be che na for webo anya so mama yi na di. O hye so de a na nkofo ani age. And every president is me no ya adwen. Won say ma wo kan say ya na say be bia e makwan. Ama coach speak on players.
Right.
Headlines
we were.
Interest
your headline and now you want to move straight.
Headlines then a fear
me can headline BBC.
There be you dey me.
So yes, it was interesting weekend. Now some very good FA Cup matches. The top runner of the FA Cup matches now at the Emirates. Arsenal playing host to Liverpool. News and say Liverpool, Arsenal out of the FA Cup. I think it's a worrying situation at the Emirates yesterday. Because supporters in Nima nominated stadium wana Liverpool show mo 2-0 na arehwa bana na hadwini pa. But bibi ha ma hadwin kakra. Arsenal are just one win in their last 7 games in all competition. Na enye just the one win in their last 7 no. Unse say one games ni bia. Now obika say oh Arsenal are just one win in their last 7. Maybe a team no more like Enswin and someone yade or they are not playing very well, but no, a different story. This is a team that create a lot of chances. But they are struggling to get the goals that win them games in this period now make them one same. No? For example, in the first 5 minutes of the game, let's say Arsenal have about 2 or so goal against Liverpool, but they'll get those chances and miss it. And the first I find them who say I am right according say they need a poacher, someone who give them the goals because they think say baby Arsenal season they do no without a proper goal scorer. A bedding at the Arsenal based on how the season is going, no. And it was very clear based on the chances now Arsenal created. No. One thing that Arteta did, Mr. was say so share league game now ending 1-1 now. Not share the game now. Arteta have studied the Liverpool team very well and the same approach. Let's press them aggressively. And Bon, mame, how Arsenal take out Jones and McAllister? Liverpool line up in the 4-2. So build up in a 4-2-4 system with Jones and McAllister always going to receive the ball no initiative or more attack no. And on your screen this was how Arsenal pressed Jones and McAllister. And Liverpool in the first half struggle let me play through the middle. And on the flanks no, Elliot now come on the right no. Unse yes ball on him oni pace. It's at always as on to ban obeji ball ni ball. Until Mufford no Arsenal area Liverpool. They couldn't play from the middle and it was all over for Liverpool in the first half. Arsenal a lot of chances ISN committing a killing game. No? Again, the aggressiveness of Arsenal pressing. Bon. At any point in time, you will see how Arsenal were pressing Bobo Kwafan Liverpool in their own half. You will see the numbers. Say Arsenal press on now 5 against 6. Arsenal was 6, Liverpool 5. They were pressing them very well high in the first half and win all those balls, you know. But we are final delivery very poor. Last season, Mr. Otuo, on your scheme, see how the Arsenal pressing. It was very aggressive. Uncle Arsenal was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arsenal against Liverpool 5. So how Arsenal were pressing Liverpool. And in the first half of the year, Liverpool struggle here. Share on your screen again. Arsenal was 6, Liverpool 5. And Liverpool struggled. And Arsenal let me punish you. But we are born no more born year ago. Bukayo Saka comes to I you see is one boy that I like very much. But it seems Sahani Mujo last season, the rate at which he was scoring goals, you know. And there was some boss bia. Otmiya onumpo no so passing obi no. Mo na obo na to nchen. Saka is struggling for the goals, and I think and also one of those problems now affect Arsenal because last season Saka and Martinelli goals na mama Arsenal no. Na very enough to let Arsenal compete, but this is in goals resulting. I'm so too, you can say experienced coach and good manager, and how you are able to in difficult moment no way you who free no change the narratives then your club yeah almost say you know until the end in the second half and so change the dynamics of the game no these pistes and players who press also who are more pace and if anything say Diaz Edeko right and or they a striker no Darwin Nunes Echo left and or they a Jota ebejina finfin one no that was the end because they were now using pace and one thing Arsenal this is in Arsenal struggle and when you go with pace on their flanks udubon utu omechia say Zinchenko say Kio say Ben White omunyana struggled to cope up with pace the only person what me Tomiyasu also is not there with the Japan national team on Asian Cup and say Ben White Kio Zinchenko udubon utu omechina so pace they struggled and today Darwin first Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz and Jota ever changed the front three no that was the end of Arsenal. I think even though Arsenal were still pushing and creating some chances but Liverpool on the counter were very dangerous. Arsenal ain't man could put up with them so there's BB in for a Ateta Mr. I say only trust a woman Colano and at a point in time you are John Klopp at Emirates and a more no near trend any guy be said Duke and a Gravenberch and a boy Bradley and a boy right back. Arsenal feel say one young guy be something did one Bonima me some young guy is 17-year-old mumo for the no. Oh, Mr. Otuo one pa. Mr. Otuo. As a
the why he
oh semi pet baby.
Why he after
oh there be say oh no. Arsenal for feel say baby a season do no. Un say at that time predictable. Either say Martinelli starting na next na be you know and I say Trossard be you know. And I say Jesus will start. Na Nketia aba be you know free. The thing say in substitution and then the starting lineup and he's predictable. You know what he will do. When you just see the Arsenal lineup, you can predict the changes that Arteta will do. But the thing say that young boy now make an say now Arsenal bench you know. And the kind of potential Obo anymore Arteta man games because for Jurgen Klopp to come to Emirates or to Doak game idea 70-something minutes Liverpool any able win no or the Bradley Doak and able against Arsenal or Emirates. But Arsenal feel said those young guys now they can compete but more chance yes is it Ethan Nwaneri that 16-year-old boy. Arsenal faithful feel say this boy has a lot of talent. I say by now no. I say at the man some games, but on Fino always acquire that circle of players now. We use some money, we use some more besin there. It was a bad day for Arsenal at Emirates, but I think say kudos to Liverpool for that wonderful performance now. On more than Emirates. And Arsenal have to now compete in only two competition now in the Premier League and the Champions League. And these are the only way two trophies are realistically Arsenal. If you let me me akope trophy biaje afiwe na ebiabi ana aso to aden wasere sa aso we yase ke so
o se me pese me ka bi no bia ko ka so bi kana so wa mananka we what ya say the o kan nyina se em se sa na tie you see din ni tie o sa so na ye ba foforo na result foforo o ne ye kan na why din no am yak sa na em se ba
oh we mwaka
tie bi ye o kan ye tia akakan bia
na anope mi be so na if your mama kese me fam me da born again pictures bi
okay ni nyina betima ba
na ti born again dey e picture me da ma picture again na mo say me mfa we ma wa no pe ya
picture be no
Sierra Cliff na coach the fence enkura Eric Ten Hag na almost say me fa mo no pe na me fa ncheo
aye dey
na me ntia se tito mo cha me say I say o ma twon picture bi last week wan fa mba
picture ben
Sierra Cliff ko quarantine no o chia Ten Hag ni bonchan na wan hwe ni muna kese obepam na anesa and I'm say we dey me family no pe ya na say enti we dey anya
enti we no can say be fine
oh be fine almost say be fine okay be fine
Okay.
Maybe.
Obed. Say Obed, young boy.
It's the two initiative for na weekend there were interesting fixtures also. Yen kan Italy kakra. AS Roma Atlanta. Na at the end of the game, many ball 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 11, which talks about changes in a man. Say a brana usano na oye nkwala nioma odwene te se akola okasa te se akola but onyini ye no wato nkwala nioma no egu. Now this is a simple one to the special one. Jose Mourinho. You might be a believer of Jose, but a Drew baby na wamejuma na yedin. Edi ama the believers. And first game in 2024, Jose ended the game with a red card. In 1 Corinthians 13:11 no, enomode ato screen so no. Se Abraham ya akola no, me kasa sa akola, me dwen sa akola, me ye me nioma te sa akola, me be ye panyini no, ma to me nkwala nioma na gu. Jose cannot continue ne antes na yet to the extreme level at this particular stage of his career. No. It is causing his team more than being of benefit to his team. Roma ejuma no nya ejuma ketwa. And ejuma baako you need to prove people wrong. And so far, what try be, but the standard Jose Sometymer no ho a ema wiase nyina age ni tum no. His performance is contrary to that. And encouraging. For the first game of the season, you ended up with a red card. No, this is not the kind of headlines I'm on for. People are waiting for Jose to defeat Atlanta and climb up in the battle for the top four. So we show Italians you are now. What you realize that Inter, Juve, and AC omo dominance, no, kakra. Then you have to look at Fiorentina, Bologna, Atlanta, Lazio, and AS Roma. Or more battle for the top four. So when you get a game against Atlanta, it will fear. The headline should be Jose Asha Atlanta. Outside no our league table, not Jose Ebewie na yeso ni ye piao na wo red card. When there are other tougher matches ahead, your absence on the bench would definitely have an influence on the performance of the team. Because you as the manager or bencher, you come in with that energy to move your team to the next level. Until Jose Hunu say, FC Porto time, no, he needed to break the glass ceiling from nowhere, so penetrating. Joining Chelsea in the era of Manchester United and Arsenal with Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger, you needed to break through. So those kind of behaviors, was necessary. It was necessary to break through. But honestly speaking, after Chelsea, now his companion started that element of maturity. Oko Inter, Etwa married to the extent that Yehu just wouldn't say wo coaching. Yanemuha Saba back to Chelsea, about back to United, Yakos Spurs, and now at Roma, the same thing is continuing. So I think they say Jose Sometymer. He is a good manager and a top manager by us. Just getting. You see, he's becoming 1-2 men. Don't say you cannot get to this stage and still act like Jose na ni enim so free Porto. Jose na no Chelsea. That's all to san your money. He should be making the headlines with positive scoreline. Washe 3, washe 2, washe 4. Ebane sana na ya yejudi ni ye ka wan asema eye easier. But se ebe wie na wantimi anse wo fie ne headline ne wa the red card. It makes it difficult to speak good about you. And Emma omo nse da nyada wo no. No mo so anya bibia gina so. No mo de omo de come on 70. Enti ya e pe na asem no, we still have to say something to him. Say ese so this an your man no. Etu na china enyoma ko na nim man no. Now mema born again graphics be on time our Pep Guardiola eba the English Premier League. Now there was this mantra. Let's start with Klopp. Obetimi the Klopp Diana to her. Klopp can say Guardiola no over Manchester City, no. He cannot dominate the league like Oyerepa Italy and Oyerepa Germany. Yeah, Oyerepa Spain and in Germany, because the Premier League a different way of operating, and he will struggle. He cannot dominate it. So let me try and see if I can read the words of a coach, a friend Klopp. Now Orcas Pep Eba, and this story was written by the Mirror. In that screen is on Pep can't dominate in England like Oyerepa Spain and in Germany. This is Klopp somewhere around 2017, March. Now, enya Klopp nkwana kai in 2016, being Sports, Sir Alex Ferguson so the two just say Guardiola will not find it easy at Manchester City, and this was Sir Alex Ferguson and now all my explanation after say City confirm more. Pep Guardiola or modern manager say no, Pep will not find it easy because foreign coaches they be mobile England, no. It takes them time, and most of the time the former club no mobile they cannot repeat that. Nanya Ferguson kwana so kan Gus Hiddink, who also worked with Chelsea and also why England Juma so can say Pep won't control the Premier League easily like other leagues, and there are other people something similar about Pep Guardiola and Oba Premier League and how and your mabeting Ediamano. Now, when you look at Pep Guardiola and then the statistics, it looks like we're defeating all these statements and pennyfo kukudam ekain at the far Manchester City. Apart from the first season, when Yanni Monaco in the Champions League, OD third, basically that was his worst standing and our position our league table as a manager, because no one had the first and the second obedi third and my man forced out to jagumiso opinion in yadia. But fast forward, they say oh check it 5-goal plus margin scored by a Premier League team since 2016 Pep Guardiola joining say obini obiabo our Premier League, you know. Now or send a 5-goal margin plus. Pep Guardiola has had 42 times with Manchester City, and the closest Liverpool with 19. And when you are talking about dominance, you look at how you treat other clubs in terms of performance, possession, scoreline, creativity, and again you complement that with trophies. See, I have trophies now. Ubenya Premier League opinion in Ajinum. Ubenya FA Cup wajimienu, EFL Cup waje 4. Benya Community Shield 2, Champions League, Super Cup, and Cup FIFA Club Championship. No so wasaji account. So in all, we are talking about somebody with 16 trophies in 7 years. And now you come and look at goals. What's teams 5-goal plus margin. It beat me at 7, it beat me at 6, but a 5 plus margin on 42 occasions. Mr. Otuo, share headlines here did that screen is where we can confidently say Pep Guardiola a defeated Omunsama. He is dominating the Premier League and he is controlling the Premier League. On the case enkwa echo on the case injina. And yesterday in City's game, yaka the return of Kevin De Bruyne and the potential improvement at the Manchester City team. No? He came back from the bench together with Jeremy Doku. Last week, near Doku dimension of the Ababeshe Manchester City team. No? And De Bruyne had a goal. Sorry, he had an assist, and Doku had a goal. So it tells you, say, City now number for who's some more struggle. No? Now the manner or the game changer, I say back from injury, and we're also expecting Haaland to also get to the party. Foden is having an excellent season. Alvarez finally. The potential no be him say Alvarez, Julian Alvarez, was started done. There is Jeremy Doku, there is Bernardo Silva, and now the maestro himself, Kevin De Bruyne, is back. You just can't write City off, and Guardiola defeated Sir Alex Ferguson as some kind, Gus Hiddink, and even Jurgen Klopp as some kind. He is dominating the Premier League, and very soon we'll be having an argument say Guardiola my league, Adane Farmers League, Mr. Otuo.
That go comment or And I am going.
No, sir. It's fact.
Sanity.
He has dominated the league in the years now. Waba Premier League anymore. Now, only say in the last, maybe as an Arsenal win. Let's see, 3 weeks ago. This is now Arsenal found himself and they run off like poor results or no. City were there 3 weeks ago. That's a Boston. You Boston didn't penalize it. You Boston didn't penalize to.
That's your example of more babies.
Yeah, but the more pre league as American. The more pre
league, your mom play.
Yeah,
The man in Bribi.
They say Shasia, Omo, some no more pre. League in Shasia, your clubs that Omo say for year. And then they tell you, say Arsenal, in say Liverpool, in say
Arsenal now. Why winning 1 match in 7 games, you know? What did it to a mom pre-league?
And that was your points now. Arsenal won.
La Ligue pre no, Obi, I winning 1 out of 7. What's the other friend will be all pre-league?
Yes, based on standard.
Hey,
at least on master team.
Standard this idea, what you be saying?
And
Obi, I winning 1 match out of 7. Oh, promo pre-league, how did in the count?
I didn't back home. So, and T. So, and T. But you see, how Pep have been able to, from that poor results, by the time of points, you know. So, on Arsenal, 87 points plus or standing game, and I'm yes. Yeah, or game, but the same points.
Yeah, 44.
And Liverpool were beating in 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points.
And
Villa leading it 2.
Leading 2. And as my now, this is in Papa way. The City team no nyade the easiest to play against. They are not getting results. And you know, they are just 5 points from the league leader with a standing game. And Obianim said Kevin De Bruyne there for the past best 6 seasons in the Premier League, a special player. And so City team no a different team altogether. As you know, Papa way there. I say since about Premier League, he has shown say yes, he's the best among all fencing. The PS na ABA if obetime atena wacha. Now what he's trying to chase, what Sir Alex Ferguson, the legacy that he left in the Premier League. I know the a bad thing because for him to eso atena wache. Eso to atena wacha ansan we betime ade. Amache that's record now with me asset no. So atena wacha based on the rate at which baby okwe die. All others being equal. Let's say so atena wacha he can even better Ferguson's record. But I say
for the time being,
but so bet me atena watching
is a goat.
No say for the time being there.
About Premier League.
Yeah. He's on the Obianti be no.
Okay.
Wa twom mu nyina be gap no doso.
Okay.
And then the gap no so papa.
So where did you invest you Hana?
United asem nana.
Okay, ka ba o
picture na na da ho no. Last week me can say be say Eric Ten Hag and the signings now start and deliver.
Yeah.
Ne dwuma ne be den dia man pa.
Ten Hag pa you say where. Hey, papa ni you see when Ratcliffe saw Ten Hag, look at Born me that span picture we know. Look at the man, the way he's laughing. Then he just say yes. Obohu na based on this picture me dream dey no all catch na say hey. Yes.
Only Bruni and Timo didn't share that.
Tema.
So Bruni and Timo.
So who picture ni ye pa. And you be already meanings into pictures. You realize that Ten Hag is looking at the man smiling with fear.
Fear smiling.
Fear smiling. Who was stressed about who would who necessary. When we say and a chunky to be asamaba. And you know,
yeah, mom person say no will be maintained. And so when me too now,
Eric Ten Hag send your master son of Manchester United. Now, when you look at the table, you realize that in the top 10,
because Manchester are rebel on also actually to be a or didn't see card the end to say.
What about you?
There's only the guy.
We also bought 20 games. Now what? Just 22 goals. And Manchester United club Kessia can wasem negative 5 goals. And in the top 10, including Chelsea, I catch Chelsea asem no. United is the only side or negative goal difference. Our top 10. On Ashe goal kitwa. Washe just 22 goals, less than any of the teams in the top 10. And on Unkwana negative goal difference. So Eric Ten Hag must come to the party. He's just not doing the job. Progression now, opinion Edema last season. Last season, no. Yes.
Picture when they can't some new what on so? I catch some of them to music and to per results.
No, it's opinion per results. You see, as a coach, no. One thing I only yen coach is equal dim coma. Coach be able to team our plan when it 3 more person the team in the year, Juma. And it's the current state of the team. So you modify that with transfers. The person of the team in the year. Any kind of fast to 2 team no gap no. What the full about when you talk about transfer, it's about exit and inclusion. Into a more meeting standard abejo mo kwan. Any more be created that space now kwa form aba. And when you do that, no more about form aba na intimi amfa improvement amba ambeshe team no ma. Na ese coach no more the more enso ani. Na wa ma eduma na yet. This season, just focus on this season. Andre Onana. Onhunu so. Lisandro Martinez. Yes, you can make excuses of injuries, but he's not come on bar party. Casemiro on bar party no. Obeka Tao Malasia on Bemu. Okon Finfinwa. Ericsson started what got an injury, he left. Mason Mount or Kofane by. So Babete, the offensive duties are Ninina Bruno Fernandes shoulders on. Mason Mount you can talk about Anthony. So on 10-10 so I who the Anthony and Rasmus. All no suggest with just 1 Premier League go. Enti opinion and serious. So Obana be catch say eras come to an end. And you are going after Pep Guardiola, you are going after Klopp. This is not the kind of performance you go after Pep, you go after Klopp.
Okay.
Because last season, you be 2023, now Liverpool at 10th. Within 1 year, opinion team transform on your man. I'm talking about Klopp. Not that 10th, you be 2023. But within 1 year, you are transforming your man or FA Cup and he's on top of the Premier League. Tinipana also be chasing over the end in the era. No. Look at where he is. City now no so can wa bo ni din so ba be chasing no. This is the club waje treble on slow down because one thing about big teams near say ebu akuru an about 3 out there and you start to slow down. But there's nothing like slowing down e will City ball no move. So if you are chasing these two, now say you are struggling to score.
Okay.
Your new signings are not delivering now. Na say o page we dwuma mu pa.
But that's it. Me enka messages kakra na afi emra ba fo wa ho. Owura usu don ko se omamu yina machi. So che obi a. Na so oche ame a. Keyboard say obokotoko abaso. The players, the technical team, the IMC for gradually taking Krobia for its past glory. In fact, Coach Prosper Nate Ogum and his technical team are really working. But the IMC should do all that they can to secure the signature of Emmanuel Abonyo of Bichim United. And Krobia is good to go. In Fabu, we worship. Abeto Paris or New York, Bossman is your sports show now. Pro Kotoko. 99% are pro Kotoko panelists. So who is a pro Kotoko panelist? Let's look at comments and for the Bebano. Then we subject those comments rather to strong critique or criticism instead of labeling. But I'm so what I say. They also assume as he can see. Ana otaka say nti ama he's always tilting or gravitates towards a certain club or come on. I think that will help us grow. Yeah, I ought to say Klopp was right. Man City, we all know, are facing 115 charges, and referees co-officiating Abu Dhabi, who owns Manchester City, clear conflict of interest. Something is not right. Yeah, I ought to there no. Kingsley Nana Prempeh say, I say, but what are you talking about? Jose will always be Jose. Manu Daniel McGraw said, so but Jose Mourinho didn't deserve it to do. The man has a right to defend his boys against injustice. He's not afraid of red cards. These officials need to be looked into. They all seem to have a thing for Jose. Kyla Mikhail said, enjoying your program live from Dallas in Texas. Greetings to Jibo and Born Again. Patrick Asmeni says, Zaki, to talk about your Black Stars, okay? And he calls the Black Stars useless. Patrick, those are your comments. Patrick says, Zakito, his name is Kudus. My name is Kudus. No, but that's not cool. Patrick, let's yeah. Watch out, so yeah, you say Zakito, stop throwing on nation stones. At the end of the day, Liverpool won, as if he's worried about us now. Question is, the timer's mood has changed. Liverpool is responsible. You may be right. Question is, good morning, guys. Watching live from Abu Dhabi, Al Haya Police Station. Emmanuel Ades, good morning. I'm watching you live from Germany, Bremen. Joseph Amisa, danger. Sylvester Bodia says, we thank God for bringing all your guys back on air. Joseph Amisa says, I'm happy. Danger is back. Samuel Foribo says, Harry is back. Patrick Aspen said, danger. Ivan Shraba Kwame said, danger. Happy New Year. Kwesi J says, Liverpool better than Arsenal. And it was proven yesterday. Roxanne Dankwa said, fantastic performance from Kotoko yesterday. Please tell Black Stars Technical to stop the favoritism and political influence on selection. Ghana's first, because the local players are equally good and even better than the so-called foreign players. They have match fitness than the foreign players. Lamte Richmond, Jonathan Soa Hamidu, they must be in the Black Stars first 11. 3-back system, Ofori, Jiku Hamidu, and Salisu. Mohammed, midfielders, Ashmeru, Lamte, Richmond, Kudus, Mohammed, Salis, Sam, Inaki, William, Jordan, Ayu, and Jonathan Soa. Okay, Abefe Bonale Luso, I'm watching live from Antwa at Destin, and I want to congratulate Krobia Santikotoko, Metema Kumapema Pembeba for eliminating Gold Stars from MTN FA Cup competition. Now, everything shows that Dr. Prosper Ogumnati Hans' work is what every footballer in finance witnessing. And ends up this way, say fabulous. But for
that say obed quotation on a football 2013. But you can't make be wada Roma.
Oh, what the
because the can many in your dream. A football de Majo no. Say Jose Betty and Monty say obed. Jose must be himself. Of course, Adibia we biano. I want the repercussions and answer the consequences. A bini say kada demand. But Tama, I think football, apart from goals, the passion, the ambience, the emotion, the sentiment, is being endangered by the referees. Any omo this and share by because sir guests now coaches in here no. A trip up enthusiasm from their supporters no. Now ama ambiance no akosoro na ama game no ni de na ba sounds to me ginger boys no players no emomo etimi deliver and then you know as a we coach na we na touch na you become a stud untimi nya hwe ya just say if you are not happy with the decision na we interview now can hey we just say hey bibia bia intino I think something is I something that we should begin to tell loss no game so say that aspect in quite the way they are sanctioning coaches these days no media I'm not for it. Me personally I'm not for it. Now no me who say to say Liverpool ni na I thought I could be not coach na coach referee coach na ho assistant referee coach na nche na say or try say obey restraining no be any I say o man no me feel say it is not good for the game. Football apart from goals saa no ma mu nyina ka ko bi na mane de ne de ba no saa no ma na o mu ye free hono no emwa game no e be silence game no and ade a we should begin to find a voice to speak to against it. Intermediate I'm not
okay so Zach, what do you think asma ba for ken so we dey na wapeja mu kaka or say take the passion out of the game.
Yes.
But on the other side
you see FIFA and I say IFAB and all those in fees referees and players are taking advantage of a game of about emotions, about passion, and they are going to the extreme. Recently, when they see taking on, say a club president Akopako, so just because of his referee take a decision that when you're happy.
Passion.
No, wako punch no on other form.
Passion be.
Me too. And but not to that extent, no. But for instance, every time I Roma game, maybe Adia is see ye. A referee no, ebu the nigo so. Ama Morino, if born bit me nyasa video ne dia man. Ama Morino, yes, guests na. Referee no cry no one hwe ho. And this is what your commentators and no say referee doesn't want to see because why. But I'm say VAR for no, also an assistant no no. Then he has to stop the game. Come and give more. I think it's too much.
It was
at least ni baby kakra bi here. Minka say you come munye do mpe bia. But say we put two restrictions. Now I hear here baby no. You destroy the beauty of the whole thing. And for me, the passion is being taken out of the game. And ebe kakra wo there. Ye mo no munye ne saba ebe do kakra bi no. Coaches be gina hona. They can't even communicate to their own players. Eba ne sana e ma game ni nya there.
Na ye baller your ball one-on-one ball ma Lukaku and one Atlanta defender. Clearly, the Atlanta centre back fouled Lukaku. No, I saw the Gisema or Channel. Then Lukaku called from referee and was then actions of Mourinho. No,
how does that affect the referee?
No team, no yeah.
How does that affect the referee?
The reason why Bafo they are booking them is that Mourinho a iconic figure be original touchline one no. But the
decision was affecting iconic football club.
Yeah, be another there. Referee decision there. A question could be debia. But the thing say, if there will be a route, support doesn't misbehavior. Mourinho's action can cause supporter to misbehave because no. After I've seen Mourinho doing it, so maybe. So the thing say at any point in time, Nipana omuye face of the game no omu na setam bia omu discipline omu say na be ya support na otin chen enko is Mourinho ye ntem so nko ebi eti the fact that foul ya njan fa ma unti enche say take the loss into your own hand na ye dey also pay all no because I don't know you look at omani no two incidents of yes
first one in the first half
so into nko ye jade na anko amawa no unam no team no ye da bi etino yes about emotions passion but the game no so say me discipline bam we can hwe ni abafo ye te wabo wan no ubon passion the player ko ball reference no ko fi say ya nja dia fa ma no or is showing his passion and emotions eti
when the danger in Adina Zakito Kano any there in future repercussions and they ye gagi obia one day the people that are being gagged no find a way to express their anger and that will be more dangerous than their work no
one gag obi
sister or say
it is the agreement
and I'm saying that
ansana referee be fa card so the mobi no now there's a law that backs that this
until me kasa say law no mo hwe ni ye no
but who am na ye omo a
but ti omo ko no mo hwe mo some
they also war an argument they also did it for the sanctification of the game. On said okay say emotion sana supporters so tie imagine say supporters upon match now say you know mom coach no grad referee team and as a chairman no grad disagrees with the referee then you are virtually giving them a blank check.
The supporters whether the chairman the coach or any other person disagree with the referee themselves also disagree with the referee.
Mostly they react to what omo edi animo no can say some of them say upon their grievances are you require young club for your first solve. That's the essence of it. Say referee the boat tiao. Say referee you require as a group. You decide to see a first solve.
In the end, you know, the team has suffered. Say relegation say league no team when team the referee walks away. Club no suffers.
The fact say
there's no way it's compensated.
The fact say nipa na taking decisions, you know, they will get some of them wrong.
And when you say the coaches can also get it wrong.
The coaches are not taking decisions. The coaches are reacting to a decision. And so the SR men can hold. The fakwan be so truck.
Okay, interview no can you sanction.
It's the same thing. Ogo can interview her. Yen nyina na yehiem na yesi edi agro ne akofa referee na why mistake. Fabra na yenhwe kwan be fa so aka. And yes, a say game, no. And don't
But
forget,
referees say game,
in
no.
their case, there are a lot of people who are interested in doing business with them. And then you man are banning at them who's a word in a route, they say, oh, ma. Tom do matnas no mape. What the men here, the end of the walking. Now, you found the end of her. No,
The point in here, Tama, the referees are also human. Sometimes, you know, some of these things almost die because some incident now referee no only an assistant and Tama that incident the same referee now our assistant now Morino Adiano Efre center referee catch us almost Sanchez Morino Obama the card no that happened right in his presence in front of him but anyway center referee say I do a foul on the budget
and this are no me take it
that cannot be out of nothing
outside the game. Or the whole can be
okay the Europa Conference League final Roma ne
Sevilla.
final no
Semi-final.
final match
Final was Sevilla.
no Europa Conference League no
conference.
Final.
Europa League. Ne
okay
Sevilla.
the attack on the referees this is Roma Morunu kwa share referees no
No, that was any Europa League. Europa League against Sevilla.
na against Sevilla
That's the Europa League final.
Anthony Taylor yeah Anthony Taylor yeah
So on Sevilla.
On Sevilla
Sevilla share
yeah
Europa League against.
oh yeah no ana okwa Anthony Taylor okwa gestures then it forward because supporters know our manager doing this thing against fans a referee. So what did they do next? They took the law into their own hand and went to also attack the referee. And Jasma, but for yeah, but say yaji free kick.
No, just say the NA 1-2 men. Last year you had 3 red cards. And yeah, outside a year the Europa League final. This year I could Monza bench. I'm a red card, I'm out fine. Yeah, best start this season now was suspension the other. And Sana Europa League the also count. And was way the beginning of the year. So even at Roma in just 12 months, so the issue is not about Jose not reacting, but it's about Jose changing based on experience. Because Ancelotti Munina say Uncle Fa no BS or the other, but Uko when him no now what your maybe so. That is what I was trying to say. Say want me to also sana and Jose. No, we need Jose to give us the trophies, which we still believe he can do.
Brand away count.
No, but with a brand,
you want to take the Jose out of him.
You modify the brand as time goes on. Osechi Jose banned, Jose fine, Jose suspended. Just say somebody and this stage.
Some people have no deep
at this stage.
And what they say maybe.
So Mrs. Samuka.
Say over there.
Some people have no deep. Yeah,
so over there. Who did them say? Yes, I'm Rana Mudi agro and count.
And now it's similar parent Monka.
And to where agro to me and wejai. Am now agrono. I don't see no. I don't need to go. Actually, from say now you want to is you are quite fast. Was made the agro is when fan on your and on the air cans, I meant some no idea. Agronom now. Oh, then yeah. Yamuku Diagro as the same.
No, because Monza was just not necessary. Why should we be no who on the bench? No, we all like him. I want to see Jose with the history.
All that Jose is doing, he wants Roma to sack him.
Wow,
boy, he can't sack him. Sylvester Bodias.
Wow,
Papa,
Asabna Esieno. Last year, we have close year no make up me pa. As good chow me pa Dr. Kwaku Frimpong chow. Say me metina ha and I crucified particularly Dr. Kwaku Frimpong. Say obi interested in Ghana football ye mu pa. By now the Ghana Football Association cannot keep mute 20 Papa no had no post that ben. Enra. It's almost 24 hours in here. The idea as good no. Idea oyena atwa dance mine. Any into the large extent that Santimani Ghana football ni as good, particularly goal supporters. Any Dr. Kwaku Frimpong 10 years. Any Nebano. Timer. Ghana Football Association cannot keep mute 24 hours down the line. No. The ESCO, the president, the general secretary, and everybody involved by now, I think at least omo etwa na mo kitwa bi am my confidence because I will be surprised that MTN bet sponsor this competition because it almost it will affect them. Some competition, you say people pay money to throw matches for betting this uncle Rimbano. And this man, Tama, he's a lecturer. In fact, my information just say he's a senior lecturer, not just a young lecturer, but senior one. In fact, Matisa ya Okasao, both radio and TV, so it be quite a Wakasa Hada. I was challenging a lot of Dr. Baumia economic theories, no. Yes, we're economic lecturer. And he,
someone be fair in India.
But I say,
Someone be fair. Or challenge it.
oh, yes, we're challenging a lot of
challenge it. Or the sense you move on. Now, would you be chum now add through into a state of no.
Maybe information Martin say he speaks on saying
enjoy economic lecture near enough. But so
was yes
or challenge Dr. Baumi also one can't hear back our challenge crunch.
Oh, okay, so now
I challenge it.
Make me pay but me mati. So me not be interested in say such a person so kasa in fact you mean fan light
the first what challenge
because why a public figure apart from that he's the president of the club no where somebody who watch out a big university UDS is a big university and I'm a Guatemala
very
big university so what I say and was also a public obia or kasa or
challenge
yeah if the vice president come up with economic theory now say or the gust the boldness to challenge it where kasa you bit what was man talking Guatemala Ntimi to Trinity Ghana Football Association penifo no asemu apopo akofo abaidie enya asemu esese omu jane saa
adutwam
and the man asemu yehu ni say or say me pay my source tells me say omu call ni fie people went to his house and then require some negotiations no
report him man
he posted it on his Facebook.
No, that was after the game.
Yeah.
Based on the Nkomodi one person from Mobia after Omoko no Omoko this uncommon.
Okay, so this is what he posted. Yeah. Or say yes, we are challenging the theory. Or say since many of you are asking, I will explain. As some of you may know, I own Kasagu Arrowheads. We played our FA Cup round of 32 match against Karela United. I was approached and offered 500,000 Ghana cedis to let my team lose by a wide margin. Approved by who?
Yes. Question mark there.
Approved by who? And who offered that money?
Tama. As at now, Obi Bisasa question now very legitimate.
He was approved by who?
By a certain group of people.
Who? One way.
For now, for instance, Karela say, "Omo timi nyomo hu mfim because omo no mo kobo."
But omo memfe enko ba bia. And no ye nyina say, yeah.
Dabi o.
We enko Karela ho.
E ba omo timi nyomo hu mfim.
When you papa ne statement, if you can move to wherever you want to. Or say I was approached and offered for buy wine.
100 Vice officials
of where?
It could be Karela.
No nim Karela din.
Oh, Tama.
Okay. Yeah, by we honor. Personally, I'm not a fan of betting companies, so I don't care if people cheat them. As in say.
I just say go for no ba say, yen go twa bet, yen mo match of convenience, yen go twa bet, yen this can be.
Or say I don't care if people cheat.
See you company, you do omo, you bubu omo machine no.
Nature say omo mba ho no, omne ne common was about betting.
Yes, she scholar no
fixing the game.
Also more free papa.
Serious? Tama. It's many abre no.
There be ode susumu animals. However, in my case, I'm looking after kids. My right back just came from the KGL tournament. They are minors. It was good money. But I look at the kids and what it will mean to start teaching them these things. So I asked them to go. I can't accept it.
Yes.
Then they tend to veiled threats. Did they report to the police?
No. For at least spell the unnatural there.
The extent of the threat.
No, but threats are threats.
I think
so it could be said
the kind of
telling me they can do it with or without.
So that was the kind of threat now.
One is can
Okay, so from his point of view, the Anglophone are illegal.
Aye.
So you have to report them.
Which I agree with you.
Okay.
But no so wapam wo muntinom ebia bibia nsi.
Again, knowing say Omo betimam we free FA Cup. Did you notify the Football Association?
And also another good point. And until I finish one money breno.
They say you papa ni Tanzania komo money nyamre. That they control referees. Nkura cheni na.
Asem na
just say control.
Yeah, referees ni shebo.
So what did you do?
Referees ni shebo tom.
Ono ye den ono amu. Did you all allege no? By evening they started working on my players. Ni na no idin o. Eso no nkwa o. My captain calls me in the night of the game and tells me the game is done.
Done. Omo wie, ya just cannot.
The captain and a friend, no, the captain he be no.
Ya just cannot.
I said the captain rather told him because under this post, no can be catch and say then sack your captain. I said my captain rather was telling me say other players no, no more wie.
Players bang.
Or see players no coach no.
They approached and told him they are working on the coaches and players. I reported them to the authorities. Authorities where?
Oh, time until you cry bisa say one report to you.
Authorities bang.
No so you
who are the authorities in this case?
It could be say FA for no more.
One say he left us thinking.
Yeah.
What creating big confusion in our minds.
Authorities one he could have easily say I reported to the police or the RFE or
Hey, Obi o challenge Dr. Bawumia na try e kanu. Economics from church on masa easy. All I expected was some respect and some discretion. I said no. Let it go. I had my reasons. Some responsible people in my club betrayed these kids. We lost 5-1. I watched how things played out. I can't say but Ghana is finished.
Tama, finished.
So 5-1 no.
Correct score. Omo ucha bet no. See
there no some 5-0. And as I read it somewhere.
Based on the statement, they want what they wanted. As in the exact score line no more pay. But reading his statement, the Opache said Omo approaching to fix the game. Now Omo approaching Bema Niska. No more the aquaco chabet. Until I know I say on far betting companies and also
say we are music.
There's one waka. Yes, yeah. Dagunozu. Yeah, Dagunozu.
Also challenge the dialogue.
Omin challenge by him. He continues to say, I have arrived at this painful decision to disband the club. From the messages I'm getting, the decision to betray us goes high up in the club. I do not blame them. I turned down the money because I thought I was dealing with people who saw potential in themselves and were willing to take a decent shot at life. I brought many of you from across the country, from remote households and from extremely poor households. Some of you, I not only take care of you, but your families as well. From your medical bills to school fees, I pay. I work around the year to seek opportunities for you. I spend over 100,000 Ghana on you guys each year. And you all know it. I don't blame the criminal syndicates who have hijacked our game. I blame the players who do not see their worth beyond the few coins they are getting. I will be sending a letter to the RFA regarding my decision. I have better things to do than waste my time and resources on people who have no value for themselves. I'll keep the junior team. Fortunately, the window is open. The rest of you can find clubs. You can go to Premier and Division 1 leagues where there will be matches week in and week out, all out to bet on. Onukawa can be next and so very important RFA. Time and go for
RFA is a good team
and go for and another one can drive. There are some people want to bet.
Also report to more authorities. So I want to believe that it's the RFA. Maybe
I want to believe no doso. Hanina, you want to believe or how? But say
Ute betting system nasia for
what you say
say syndicates, we've encountered a lot of them my year. So unum how they work
encountered a lot of them.
Yes, they don't work on isolation. Until before the Saturday face a game, I'm an 5-1. Obia is involved. before un say you ebi da when dey person we na she win keke but say afedi acquire say correct score so to say e person e match near 5-1 that's why they will say they control the referee because say referee so aware e was say teams mienu no mbobo no e ya aware say match near 5-1 etino e do say stage na
so is it possible that the other team no nya aware
entimi possible
tamantina make
entimi possible
uzi wa minka yo
be extremely difficult so be extremely difficult say you be say much 5-1 because me to I don't 5-1 things ba ko nya we ball near 5-1 no say na no attack no o se go ni bi kan ho say match adena say and you know because oya dey chen na e better than 5-1 e do 5-1 na fe no mo pass ball
na no Liverpool say 2-0 say na anya no mo say 7 no na mo
come match more so but I don't know because of
na do 7 no jai say go for ma sam ntimi say me
obet match be bre so aka ho
bet my team back go
Debi say Corresco ba mu dia Corresco because anya sa am to na no me ka ba ku bia esi wo efichire be bi na ya o my Corresco yi na akwana bobo say amuni say o pass we do am bobo bia o just obon bim kipenyi ya na kipia mo na fa ni akoshe na team be hwe that day the park on e che yi uni sa park no e was for no mo miss a che yi e was park on that day
adwunu
no I'm so very serious at there and anything papa doctor he's a doctor anything doctor Yamba as enmenimi ya you know e was say GFA no e frɛ papa no na omo the names of those who approached him one asem no be free abo one approach you should be able to tell us say when
bet na apart from FA no Ghana mra say that when two people decide to fix a game and answer mo and for police
I think you need to report
because all these doctors I am I say me so nim processes no come on jama ne krata yi
no I say onyama bebre we
prosper abeka so on trio
say
prosper abeka on
until
prosper
no but Mr. Toka's on say that means you don't want to fix the system.
Yes. But who says somebody wants to fix the system?
And then let's anyway, Mr.
Toka must fix you.
Okay. What's the last near can and your mate see Ghana football and I make AFCON Ghana clubs not performing hooligans and they can't match fixing and they said last week near can have Abeto. You see they see Italy no Cassiopolis. Mr.
Nanu ya yentro na bronya ibre omukobo match bi wo baby any match bi and the 4-3 na say 4-3 nanu mene sami no bi na ba ye pass ball no can score that the pass no nanya 1-2
me kasa game pa
ampa na akoy 3-1 na go 2-4 da ampa na abam one fix it
so that
asama papa ya kan ni nwanwa be ni wo
no Mr. Toka say
enya nwanwa ba fo enya nwanwa o
Jama anya say bia ni nwanwa no but
you see system
ye the deep no more easily
we cannot accept this system
ye the deep no easily asema papa ya kan manon ko ban pie ba bi fufuro ba na nka da fe
ano papa no so e lecturer
ai
no be pie football fu
environment
one of them
no see it hurts. Dr. Tony Oben, if you are listening to us recently in our point to say you are in charge of domestic competition. Yes, Mr. Toby, we must, you see, we cannot sit back. We are all stakeholders in this game.
But seriously, when we get to the stage of accepting
this wait, General Secretary Dr. Tony Oben
Biafra. Yentimi nyi obi
afio. Wait, Dr. Tony Oben we propose be ne duru.
Tama na also General Secretary Beka so hu ye.
One thing what attack.
Obi we active on WhatsApp ne social media yi.
Tamale dia no nya adan no hu ye no ban o. What?
Oh, ntimi kasa wa.
Odio wa habo.
Ese sami mu busa na man.
Well,
Well,
when you sit back, and recently now, headline sponsor the FA Cup renewing the contract. Now, when you sit back and some of these things happen, and there's no conscious effort to fix it, you go begging for sponsorship rather than
media.
Go no. When
You
you
see-
media,
You see, almost said that be a blame me say
because
but ade we
Ivan Toney is a top player. You should who so ye nyoma. Ye twena so. Na say Italy. Sando Tonali mu nyina agye omo de.
onu kwa no one said that nkan hu be.
Tonali mu nyina agye omo de. So what did they make an answer? Now when you move on, amanfo bia ni abre say ade no mu ntimi nto ase. Ba ye betu ho anamo. Ye betu ho anamo ate ade ne so. Enti ye krom ete no. The last time we were talking about RTU and Mediama, a police officer sent a text on
I like
Facebook
that. I like Obianco Fie.
saying, say,
Or see if he's bold enough to disband his team. Why can't he be bold to mention names? Who is he protecting?
I think the names of the authorities. No? Maybe
Nah,
when the authorities get
Then I'm
closer,
drawing on authorities.
yeah, he should write it. Now, but sometimes,
Oh, cause him no be about what?
uh-huh.
It didn't their own van cast him.
So say yeah, for now, for certain reasons, into a very reserve no, when the authorities get serious about getting to the bottom
So
of
if they
this,
don't get serious, what happens?
then they send any.
Then we are in trouble.
If indeed he wants to solve
That
the
is
problem.
where one man can't fix the world. One man can't.
No,
fix
nobody
this
is
issue.
asking him to
So
fix
it
the
should
world.
be yes, there should be an office
Obi
that is
Ankase,
eager to
Onkanti,
sniff
Onkanti say-
for this information to
Until
fix
they
it.
say Harry say a bit my career for. When you throw things like this into the air, and my Obiya suspect.
Which I agree with.
But a decent
You
to
think
greater
you are
awareness.
protecting Obiya the names near their come obi. But it's Obiya including say Onadio Otuo about was in the coach. On me who's about coach.
Obo coach di o.
Oh no in this.
No, right up no. I say
Say
captain ka chen say coach ni players
or
no.
see they approached and told him say they are working on the coaches and players.
And the players, yes.
It doesn't mean they worked on them.
And captain ka chen say it is done. Omo wie.
No. If they are working on the coaches and the players,
Then eventually the captain tells him it is done.
Which of the coaches did they deal with? Which of the players did they deal with? Or the whole coach team set of coaches and the players?
That one I don't know.
We see, I know I'm Obiya be a suspect.
I know them know we again and I think on so it is incumbent on him to also come again. On TV Kananun to say
Economic theories are quite challenging.
No, there's no coming again in this.
no. That I say he has to give
The
us more.
FA as a body, for once, should let Ghanaians, because public perception is serious. Omo come for sponsorships, no.
But he has to report to the FA.
No, there should be a system.
What's why you?
There should be a system.
So how can I then there also are you? Was he I have reported to the authorities?
There should be a system.
And I want to believe
that
the
is
RFs.
willing to pick this information and go down to the bottom of it. And yet there be no people nya kukudura ba abontin o. But there is a system.
My example of a doctor, Ayamba. He belongs to the Football Association. And go for preaching. I say. What stops him from formally communicating to the RFA and then informing which requires Central DFA? Because this is the media. Say, since many of you are asking, I will explain. I should say he was referring to the media.
Yeah.
And to honest with me, the FA can help too. But I'm just saying, Ojani say ya Obet Harry Lagito. Ojani say ya Ben this say ya.
Say baby ah obo oka.
And that is the unserious nature of the system.
I'm telling you.
And that is the Mr. Otuo, and yes, sir, if the system won't meet him halfway to fix the issue, and obey me as what documents, oh, we are seeing na kugu omo nye.
Obiabon said you have informed them.
Have you a brand?
So
to brand. So you should be serious to protect
the
the brand.
FA are not concerned about
That is
a
what
product and a brand they
I
own.
would doubt if the FA will do that.
Obi yes say
I want to for once
baby
trust the FA. Say they will do the right for once. Me person me ji omo di say I want to believe that despite the perception of the people, Ketia Sokreku Prosper Harris Nado and other key stakeholders within the FA will defeat the negative perception of the public. Say, at their bonus and form home. And they will get to the bottom of this issue. I just want to trust them.
Say, okay,
say, when quiet or we down to us,
Prosper Dean. When say, in any serious jurisdiction, say, TRC, say, Leeds United, Team Una.
Wigan.
Now we got one wide.
Something and a bonnet.
Leeds United.
No match.
So, same to owner of Team Ababonte say, oh, England say,
will be approaching
me say,
the system will be
different. So, as I make it, or can we now in the next 1 second, 2 seconds to 10 seconds, the authorities and the FA would act. But okay, up to now, almost 24 hours in here. General Secretary, I was on here until here. No, come on.
No, General Secretary, no, be sorry for say. So, no, so,
so, but feel said this betting syndication. That's how people are confirmed.
No, that you choose to select a match. What was so special about that game?
Sir, or make a match. Obieni Naso. Castle Good Red Arrows.
They have nothing to lose.
And
if the scoreline ends up being 5-1
against Karela, who is a Premier League team,
exactly,
any division 2 team in the airborne.
Good.
5-1. Unko question. Because only say Karela, but match Castle Good Division 2 side and 5 normal. So I know I'm very tactical in choosing those matches.
No. But you see, who brand? Any account was more brand who person raising it to the next level. And yes, so dear near Dinstrom consi home. What is the kind of fellow? Baby, a hecha. It seems a dear Bonnie be a barber cow brand now. Ebema dear na ye fear. Emma won't mean pajan to the next level. You fight it. 81 Kasani should have a system. Now so the form is already doing some underground work, searching for these issues to happen before even come to light. So Mr. Otuo, let's give them the benefit of doubt that with this one,
they protect their brand.
Yes, he will meet them. Yes, he will meet them.
Assuming
clearly he's willing.
Assuming Papa decide to say on
discussions, you know, Matty.
May I have personally sent it to Prosper?
Oh, that's fine.
I have personally sent it and asked him, say, has it come to his notice?
Okay, no, so saying.
On responding, but I've sent it to him. But I have sent it to him. And I'm hoping, say, or respond and answer, or me have to be there for you because.
But what I want all of us to know is these things are going on in our league, in our football.
Yes, I agree. I know.
In our football,
I believe so.
Ecosystem.
I believe so. I believe so. Tama, for Elijah to come and say, according to Jibo, say clubs no, the bet in the teams no.
Oh, according to Jibo, say.
Oh,
I said, what can I correct the
what correct Jibo say? Me say Jibo come on it here. And team them they be come reference Jibo no.
Oh, that's all kind.
Me cast on kind.
But has Alaji denying it?
Tama, me reference in
the last time Oba Mumpo no kind no quotation on this field program. I don't come out.
Yes, sir. We'll be dealing with secondary sources, sir. You not kind.
And I'm referencing Jibo na problem.
No, who are you should reference Jibo? And Jibo na kind. And the minister can say, me next time me come at this owner. Okay, me can say according to Harry.
Okay, Mami reference no ain't you no more. But for Elijah can be to say clubs no.
Se bi Elijah challenges them and kasa. Elijah you know him. Kwa catch us one kada. He's always here.
And minimum or follow program.
No, to me Ajo 70 say the system is not serious about fighting because for someone like Elijah can be to make this comment and as at now no action. Anyway, no, so me the end to us. No, because had to folk Kotoko. Oh, the two biggest club in Ghana.
He's a board member
in any country. It's a Madrid pen, you know, a board member. Because teams na any or more bobo wano. adeɛ na yɛmpɛ wɔ game no the fairness that we want to protect they are doing contrary and then them almost survive it na obiara nka hwe obiara mfrɛ ne sɛ wo evidence wɔ he because to protect the brand no ɛsɛ sɛ wo frɛ no wɔanya nyina so obiara no aka gyen sɛ ne kɔ na kɔtwe wɔ asɛm ne
sama na we no the minister of sports ontimi nya interested on
yɛ kɔ akɔ scared bɛkɔ yɛ kɔ bɔ tournament yɛ nya bɛ uti kushe
oh maybe say ontimi nya interested on
kudus asɛm no so no serious
basma ti so waba
no but he's in Ghana.
No, this is
No, he's in
Tell
Ghana.
me, Kudus, Obada
being in
Ben.
Ghana is not what we want.
Our town, yes, our town, Obada Ben.
Mr. Tomuna Mako UK.
So now no dem catch I told we when I went straight to the camp of the blasters, they were worried that he's made some suggestions. Saying Kobenya
Or General Cote d'Ivoire.
But what I heard, they said Wababi Drew, and that will be joining the team.
Yes, what treating
also about Chamo one cry, no, no, to cry.
Yes, what treating home. The medical team,
this is what, like, directly from the boys' camp. It may be said, almost not trying to end the
about the
direct in the back.
One on here, Pomo campus.
Yes, this is one.
To what boy, dear boy?
Bueno. Even from West Ham, more is a confirmation or minor injury. But na me ne
oh
VTS me kan hwe time
oh
minor injury nya medical team that's so many medical team
bon person yankopon ma wa kuma edi asem
I'm quoting someone and the quote was
asem ground can
and I say Kudus e minor injury but I mention na M1 because the same person who cast no minor injury no person born against Brighton into one because you told the whole was this boy a minor injury which you are treating but Obatra present we are fooling say other Ghana am one you could because Liverpool the legitimate omo use Salah but what they want you could because you use against Brighton but the same person is injured into one question mark now the player that Moyes wanted to use against Brighton no after that you see Opera our man injury which
but I thought you were telling us the camp of
okay me remember
what am I Kudus camp
boy drew and what they are saying is that omone the Blasters medical team no edin komo a on be assess no e wa Accra
continue
this is
but you see Ghana's demand according to the nano na they agreed in Puseka on fa physio no like patrimony and now on joining you can allow your physio to be close we are so competent doctors also call medical school we I'm say doctor for so both medical teams will assess but to say young one or say assess no near determination no and no Ghana feel say it's illegal. I mean you can't do that nti eba begina boy no so at a point they even thought that Kudus na muna empese obe join the team no wa in fact one school cracker say he doesn't even want to go to the tournament obe obe join or that is the speculation around him
and what
you know what's in the camp no because obe clear my
no say na make say obe do here no what they are saying is that my Blasters medical team no they are going to assess him today in the capital.
Now, team no more.
Minim how
flag assess now.
They are to assess him.
One iron.
Asam no is getting make.
Abrante na asem no. Mr. To Saturday no krani nyame anim na yempese ebe hunu nsuo no nti ne nya abotre.
See akra the man.
Say the need da ho nti say kan say Mr. To say the two baby eda. One. Coach Chris Hilton should be bold enough and tell this guy to stay aside. Period. Because from me point, me dear, as a coach in Kenya Abrante na baby ever go tournament. Because one, Mr. To Wepra, we a player Wepra. One number 2 point from UK back Ghana how many hours?
5.5 hours.
Not from Accra to Kumasi how many hours? What about Shenkrai? For almost 3 days, and I Shenkrai.
Sir,
yes, what about you?
Or buy one at
and now I'm saying now you are telling our medical team to move from
Saturday.
Kumasi to Accra to come and assess you. Bra Kumasi, no more show.
But I'm in place on we are here Kenya, they are not official.
Okay, no dear matter.
Yeah, and I'm your challenge. When we use what others have said about other people near the JJ or man. If you can't yes,
officials no GFF no Omaka Bibi actually and say Kudus didn't tell Nika.
Henry Asante
say okay maintain.
Henry say Accra and it's likely they will meet him whilst they are going to
okay.
And the reason is
no sir Mr. The Saturday source now the buy and say Branty and pese obesi krom ha ba be training bi.
Yeah.
Ebabe toso peso Omo Cote d'Ivoire. So now he's in Accra, he'll meet the team and they will all travel to Cote d'Ivoire.
But here can idea there is a knock and now there's a certain injury here.
Won't me fan for flight.
And just won't me fan for flight.
No, this one they are free babu.
A free flight you can bagan.
Treating no.
How they treating me?
So to say me why defend you.
Oh mean murder defend me.
I
want us to open up. Say if you anye say and you say because they are now na can say.
Yeah.
Initially they agreed say obetim the physio number.
Yes.
They agreed. The Ghana Football Association and the Black Stars man almost need problem with that. But almost so feel say if you oba states no wom no ntimi mo ball no kura. Tell na mama nyeti na nko so na brochiri. Then he flies straight to Cote d'Ivoire. But say because wa ama we dem amba Ghana indicating my willingness to play. But ye titi me awie a Sab Ghana team am to be ko be Wednesday and Thursday. You bo wi ane.
Omo wi are phone they are going.
So the bi am ka children be wi Wednesday.
No, communication. That's how I say
communication. Any team bonding. And we here pa. Players ni bi aba betene Kumasi.
Yeah.
They are just to say wepra.
They are seniors.
Omo ye mpanimfo. Ya how kese ba ko pa na ye say. Ya how kese ba ko pa na ye say ye ko tournament a inchichemu batim no. We ye panyin. It wet me fra bruchira ba bedrum kan dia to aso na bra Kumasi ma medical team ni show ye ntwa picture bi kura mfa bra bontin so Kudus buy no medical team ni share ni hu ni say or rest ni treating wa Accra e better
team bonding
exactly
ye ne nyina be ko Cote d'Ivoire
ye ne be ko but ye hu ni say treating wa Accra be boa within 2 hours wetimi aba Kumasi asako enye VIP
obi ayare mfam for planes
no afro free UK aba be duru Ghana na Kumasi to Accra na wuntimi ba
business class tie online stretch it down akonyom
na Mr. Otuo Ghana so yetimi
to UK area
yetimi nya bi ma no enti na me say we coach
when the Black Stars probably decide to inform Ghanaians Black Stars paying for this is what is going on.
Oh, Mr. Otuo I see a man ben
send na Namibia.
No, I'm
sure there will be either post-match or something, and these things will
the coach will be answering.
But my point is saying, the
last AFCON, Kudusokovi.
And I asked, prepare
so Obeba say ya.
I asked them and he was injured for a long. You have no practice that. And when you say bia edure no pray. And he was a man from Burma. No, but Ghanaians things there.
Obeba say ya. Boy that go.
So let me quote Henry Asante Chumuno. Kudus is in Accra ahead of the African Cup of Nations. According to the technical team, he need rest after picking up a strain. He will join the team before they depart for the African.
Which technical team?
This is Henry Asante.
Technical team then the castle will be here rest.
Including the medical team.
The technical team crowd they won't mean castle here rest. It is the medical team, but they will have to assess him personally, physically.
Doctors always time.
You cannot, Mr. Otuo, in a team that we have the die, you in a team that constantly there are issues of player crisis. We cannot give Kudus this.
Seriously, I challenge it seriously.
Doctor for it to me, it didn't come.
No, the normal imponence, yes, to me. player
they may be saying that based on
that time nche se Kumasi no anu ye de wa ha want me rest na ye bodo no and I say kete
before every player ebe free the club abe join the Blasters no so issue the medical teams SNA report at the national team medical report no and that the Blasters have it and we can't sit here and say England for no
that said those in him could do some crop for no tell them they are dealing with Ghanaians. We may not understand all the things they are saying. If it's possible, can you marry on the Blaster able born?
Na ko pie ho.
On va crutches. And Metna Stadium. Now you say waba. Na anopem some can see hotel. Last Abbas. Tremu anymore. Na or so the onimomu ba odimbi. Or more bibisa. And yes, our maha. The way I Ghana for say, and he said he's about he's the darling boy of Ghanaians.
No, yeah.
So that he doesn't lose it.
Yeah, it's an idea.
Especially when the GFA is not telling everybody anything. So what I say? If you information or one say you don't have it. And unto one way I'll be say, be a woman and I be bisa. What I say? Sometimes be information be on your
so on the coach na there on can be binche Ghana fans no moja e hwako because and the poster boy the poster boy of the team Kudus the poster boy the team stays in Ghana for almost 1 week on kan ho yente ne nka yenim ne eko
ana ayi ente Manchester
wana unana
keeper no
o maka kire say Manchester ne Cameroon ako Benkrom say obeko aba they will fly him in and out
14th Obeda you started tournament no 13th
what they we about
14th no that go England
almost say they will fly him in and out certain hack
them in and out
onye na assistant coach
in and out obowi no aba in and out oba no ano no
they will say akoda biom match bi mu hu bia ona be ko
ye ni na ehwe na se ye tournament no obi be ka be some of these reasons are say they also be information bi wo ha ye ni
nti yenyi
ba ka me kakra me minimini de esese ye ka kira brante ne say se me bebia me ye training se umba de a because we pra no enye de wabubu agu dem e pra watimi afro flight every UK aba bedurum krai na 45 minutes or 30 minutes a wo de wo ba Kumasi me apela cruise bi de watenam aba team hotel wuntimi mba
okra de kan wa nyina kra wo no de wa should I expose person for team kasi
we say we the old box no
there be also there are times information bi a mo wa na media ni
you that
into discussion bi we be ya mo wa na wo sere
tama nti Kudus e betima ba say on kwa afcon na na
possible
okay today into us
today
ehwe de nyame be ye
possible
ehwe de nyame
me ba etie for time na e kasa no mu ntie ni ye
possible say find the home
it is possible.
No, but you know the person that is talking.
No, it is possible to say.
This man doesn't speak out of nothing.
Oh, make it possible. Now we discuss. One of the options was that at the point they even felt say he doesn't want to go.
I didn't know making.
Nipo will play titi there. Sebet mama see titi na
nti ni want no.
And therefore one is possible. What I say? Sebi hari home fan no be so. Jari wiki obetima bedwan. I'm saying possible zone to me, because you on
based upon the information available to you. Based upon the information available to you.
Campaign say no. And you may be saying no so.
But how say be no be say mama enya careful na and create problem.
Am a
in our team.
And they said they are handless no. Everything they can handless no.
Yes, discussion count.
There be Mr. Tueden count.
How we discuss it count.
But you can't
forget there are senior players in the
good.
So you need to explain it to them.
There are players almost full say. Sebi be a level now branch or no they are also there.
And apart the denominator in our campus.
People say no. Ti mama ya so ya we because ya tournament.
Yeah, we say asma okay.
The demo better die down.
Asemo dey ya akono kotoko obo ball nti. Ye wia.
Yeah.
Yeah, can be ada.
Black
Stars wo akono mama ya careful.
Why I agree with you careful say utie dey asma Obed e kan about Henry ya. No tie dey meso tie direct from the boy in the camp. Say boy no dey they will come and assess him in Accra. nti kyese kuma ade
Kura na me pese met.
it's just something that the technical team, medical team have agreed and accepted. And the say, you know, based on ade air kind. Any the must say ade technical team, medical team asked the boy and cry. No matter to
Not Dr. Ben Ehwe. So not Dr. Ben
to
Ehwe.
mamen gasem cho mamen kaka krancho so o mo accept party ntisa
They did not.
Dr. Ben Ehwe no say
I
ho.
no any option
Say na me ken. And
but some may accept it be I dream poems all the na ho no I'm so worried about what Ghanaians will say. Once you be able to create in Obi grab a soldier so ehun for.
No, that's say he's not his own man.
And the Black Stars will not be happy with commentaries like that.
no.
So I'm gonna say be ya and camp woni wo ma. If it is possible. Ade near my own kind this time be okuma. So it's not play mu ne be there.
Is it Kumasi the
Team bonding. Na obi anhu say we pray but he's with the team. And yes
No, I agree with you. Say the Macalison lost that touch from Ghanaians
yeah.
Okay.
because of the way and
At the point.
because at point time no it was a darling boy, not Ghana for penasem. But Afcon say Abia Ghana for Asian Ghana be seen there because open nenka born I say mama Abama Ghana no. If you took question 2006 World Cup.
Okay.
Now we Asian na. Bola boy na Ghana no. But I be seen the be say wanya hwe mafama
Na
Ghana.
me ya baba ya man. Kudus ka hu bi o. I'm up for the
Good morning, please. I don't know much about how the laws works. The laws work in Ghana, but this is a criminal allegation made by an owner of a team. So I think this must be picked up by the CID division of the Ghana Police, and Balfour should stop addressing the FA on such issues all the time. Thank you. I got that right. Okay. I'll say good morning, boss. I'm being a madam for police, maybe. And I'll say, I'm being a bit inquisitive here, but please, you don't wear your glasses these days. Please, what is doing the magic? I use glasses too, or yours is not medicated one. Mine is medicated, but I lost it during the Christmas. Afe na doctor for no. Afe na doctor for. Oh, don't go. Oh, I'll say. Since my son Kofi left unceremoniously, I direct my good morning to Mr. Danger and Copite and Zach, the celebrant of Ten Hag's mediocrity. Welcome, say Obed. Dissecting a renowned challenger economic lecturer's post. We'll be challenging, but we'll be challenging the post. Okay, so interesting, a lot of messages, but time not so. We need to get out of here, but we are back. I'm sure tomorrow. Okay, the Black Stars can be danger. Zagito, we know who you defend Kudus. The black, the magic is so bolo maybe. Any, as sure JB any animal woman and ne. Omu ya dear one will be bound to announce that tomorrow. All our from Tempo. That's one more common name be omu you so. Bibisa Ochna. You be do more dancing. Okay. Yeah, dear, see ya. Now me boy, we share be good morning.
Oyerepa FM munye, yade kase ba we na munye, we are singing nebremo. Muntio 100.7. Oyerepa 100.7.